Well, it's been a perennial problem for remote and disadvantaged schools how to attract and to keep inspirational teachers. Now, with teacher quality seen as a precondition to lifting student standards, change may be afoot. Suzanne Smith reports from one school that's keen to experiment.
Here at Hillview Primary School at Tamworth in northwestern New South Wales, the kids are getting ready for a school assembly. The breakfast club is finishing up and the children are about to meet the Minister for Education, Adrian Piccoli. But first it's time for a welcome to country and an Indigenous version of the national anthem. Hillview School, with one of the state's highest Indigenous populations, is a success story. Its attendance rates are close to the best schools in the state and it has good NAPLAN results. But success didn't come easy. The school had to adapt to the community's complex needs.
We have parents and grandparents who probably didn't have warm experiences when they're at school, and we need to make them feel welcome every day so that they can develop that relationships.
The school set up a reward program, dramatically lifting student attendance.
With the playground and classroom rewards, children are complimented for their behaviour and rewarded with little tags that go in a lucky dip. And our 5 weekly assemblies, we buy major prizes like iPods and bikes, which are really sought after items.
Hillview School is in the lowest socio-economic area of Tamworth with a large transient population. The principal believes the school then must become an extension of the home.
We provide breakfast of a morning, we provide after-school homework centres, we provide active after-school sport. We've reduced our playground times. At playground time we've given them alternatives to go and seek their personal space.
And what if they don't get enough sleep at night? What do you do about that?
Sometimes they have to have a little sleep at school.
But the biggest challenge is attracting and retaining the best teachers.
One of the real messages we've got from particularly the Aboriginal communities, they want continuity. They want a principal who'll start at a school and stay there for longer than 3 years. The current system, ironically, encourages them to come, but it encourages them to leave. And we need to nuance that system.
Currently, if a teacher takes an incentive transfer to a difficult or remote school and stays 3 years, then they get to pick the school they want. Adrian Piccoli says under the government's new Local Schools Local Decisions plan, principals will decide how they spend 70% of their budget and can offer better incentives to teachers to stay longer. Whether principals can offer more money and accommodation incentives is yet to be determined. But the New South Wales Teachers Federation says teachers won't go to remote places unless they have a guaranteed job in a preferred school later on. He says the only way to make those schools more attractive is to raise teachers' salaries.
If we're to encourage experienced people who have already worked in those positions to go to the hard-to-staff remote locations, it'll take more money. And again, that's the problem Adrian Piccoli has as Minister. He may have the best of intentions to attract a mix of staff to those remote schools, but he's a member of a government that's about spending less on public education.
But back at Hillview, the principal says spending school funds where the community needs it is vital, especially on preschool education.
Research has said that the foundation of a child's learning happens between naught and the start of school. So we offer a transition program for the 6 or sometimes 12 months before they come to school, because a lot of our children start with a language deficit. I've always had a theory, you have to provide the doorways, and the more doors and windows that you put into a school, the more people will walk through them.
Suzanne Smith, Lateline.